to the ScamSlam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
I'm a jungle gym again. La da 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 da. Do you know that I got a violation the other night because I paused it to go to the bathroom, and it gave me a violation saying no activity on the screen. What did you want me to do? Carry the phone into the bathroom and, keep chatting while I'm using the bathroom? No. Craziness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I got about 3 hours of sleep, and as many of you know, I was on live at Walmart for like 3 hours and then 2 hours. Yeah, it was a long day. He was so funny. I stopped to use the restroom at Wawa, and we're coming in the door, and there's two women like changing places. One had been in the stall, and the other one was they were swapping anyway. And he pops in through the door, and everybody's like, oh, Cutie! So he had an exciting evening. Everybody was loving on him. We're hanging in there. Still kind of there. I had a talk with the doctor, and I'm to call the I can't remember the name of the eye institute, but it's where the retinal specialist is, because she's worried that it's a retinal tear. So anyhow, yay. Though that floater's mostly gone, so it could be just a floater. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's the dress I've been wearing all day. Yeah, the lightning flashes are still there. Not as bad, but they're still there. I haven't had any of that yet. I had the stew or pot roast that I bought. That was my dinner. It is 81 degrees and very humid. There's almost no breeze tonight. So, I just found a place with good lighting so that I could go live. I do, but they're too noisy. And all it does is blow hot air. It's just blowing humidity. I need to get some of those fans that have the cooling plate technology. Sorry. Now, let's just say something's got to give, something's got to give, something's got to give. I've got to have a talk with Michael, I think, tomorrow about paying me at least half of what he owes me so I can order this small portable uh, fan that, the misting fan that you can put ice in. Because I could set that right here on the center console and that will cool the car down. And then the ones that go on the window during the day to keep the car from getting as hot. My eye was seriously just lightning bolts. I mean, it looked like I was in the middle of a really heavy thunder and lightning storm. Kept getting these lightning flashes in the corner of my eye. Yes, they have several. I just got to get my friend to pay me so I can order them. It was. The crazy thing was, it started during a thunderstorm, so I didn't notice that it was my eye until the storm cleared. And I was like, hey, this should have ended. What's going on? And then I realized it was in this eye and not seeing it over here. And I was like, well, that's my eye. Okay. Yes, she is. No, in fact, I went to the doctor Wednesday and my blood pressure was in normal range. Very true. Um, yeah, Ken would, fighting or not. Ken loves Heimdall. He would take him. Danette would too. She's, school's out, so. I haven't had any other than the the day after the shot having a need for Pepto-Bismol. That's a nice way to put it. What's going on? Just joined. I don't know. Somebody just set off firecrackers. Yeah, I'm going to call the retinal specialist in the morning. No, not normally. I get uh, ocular migraines occasionally, but nothing else. No, 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 not going to the hospitals. Just lightning bolts in my eye. Basically, I think it started out as an ocular migraine. No, it's 81 and there's no wind, no breeze. It's just humid. No, just answered that. No. Okay. And I had my pickles, so I've not just hydrated, but gotten the electrolytes. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, the mosquitoes are acting up. I got one one I smacked off my shoulder, and I noticed I've got a bite right here that I didn't even notice was happening. As long as it's not the asshole that I went to 5 years ago. Ugh, he was terrible. I agree, Christine. Christy. Way too many bugs in Florida. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Luca. I like dill pickles. Kosher, garlic dill, not spicy. We don't do spicy. No, has not. Ugh, Shelby shenanigans. I had a friend, her last name was Shelby. Actually, I had one friend whose last name was Shelby, and the other one, her first name was Shelby. So, oh, I bet that was good. Pickled juice in your lemonade. At Runfest, everybody knows you got to stay hydrated, but eat at least one dill pickle a day. And the guy who goes around with the pickle cart, and basically a little barrel on wheels, and he hawks pickles. and I got a fairly fat, large dill pickle from him one particular weekend. And it was the last weekend of Renfest. And we call Sunday out the last weekend the day of wrong, because your outfit may be design-wise accurate, but materials completely wrong, or you may be like dressed as a fairy with fangs, or just something that doesn't fit the period. So this particular year was Largo. It had to be 94 because it was right after um it was the year after the I worked at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and I had fangs that my teacher, special effects makeup artist teacher, had made for me. So on Day of Wrong, I was dressed kind of fairy-ish, but I had fangs. And I got this fairly sizable dill pickle, and I couldn't chew it. I couldn't eat it because the fangs interfered. So I nibbled the end off, and I was sucking the insides out of the dill pickle. And this guy walked by and he's like, "Ooh, baby." And I looked at him and grinned, and you saw fangs sticking down, poking into the sides of the pickle, and he grabbed his crotch and ran the other direction. It was so funny. I saw him later in the day. I was waiting in line for the privy, and he comes out of the door of the privy, and I grinned at him, and he fell backwards back into the privy. That was a fun year at Renfest. That was a very fun year at Renfest. Um, well, considering they have garlic, no. But I wasn't a vampire. I was a fanged fairy. Anyhow. Oh, dear Lord. TikTok is filtering. It likes to do that. It was long. Well, that was for Halloween Horror Nights. It was uh, a contract job. I was working with a special effects makeup artist, and we were hired to do all the makeup for Halloween Horror Nights. So that was a lot of fun. I don't think I had a highlight today. Did y'all see the video of the girl who got pulled over by an officer in Tennessee for eating a a beef stick, and he thought she was talking on a cell phone while driving. She was eating a beef stick, and I guess, took a bite and was holding it like this. So it looked like she was holding a cell phone to her face. And so she posted this video about that. And the company that makes the beef sticks that she was eating sent her a care package of like 100 beef sticks, some of the turkey ones, the beef stick bites, and several summer sausages. She held up the summer sausage. She says, "Yeah, I don't think I'll be eating these in the car. Those will stay at home." Oh, okay. My feet are doing the St. Vitus dance. Can't stand that. It doesn't matter whether I'm sitting down, laying down, whatever. When this starts, it just drives me crazy. Yeah, that's a new law. Like 15 states put that law into effect. Did I say PJ was in town? Where'd you get that idea? It's called peripheral neuropathy, and it sucks. Well, if he made a TikTok, it was probably from when he was here, but it wasn't with me. Is my no, not that bag. Not that bag. Fuck, I have to get out of the car to get what I want. As far as I know, he's in Boston. Aha. Oh, I hate when this thing leaks. No! God! Ugh. Stop trying to run away from me. There. Ugh. Now get the seats back up. Come on. There. Oh, I hate this car. I hate this car. This is not my Kia Soul, and it's not at all pleasant. Oh, thank you. The holy basil is the one thing that mutes the twitch in my freaking feet. No, you stupid bag, don't dump over. Okay. Jeezy Louise. Ugh, that was difficult. My brother has it. He's type 2, but he's also in his 70s. He's 8 years older than I am. And he's had several falls. He fell on his driveway in Virginia before I moved to Florida, and he cracked a vertebrae in his back. Tulsi Holy Basil. Somebody's having fun with firecrackers somewhere. I keep hearing snap, snap. Gabapentin only masks it. It dulls the pain. I want something that will actually repair the myelin sheath. I just can't afford getting it right now. Oh, Joshua, I'm so sorry. It's not. It's not gunshots. We're getting close to 4th of July, and it is Pride Month. And we have fireworks that go off from like Memorial Weekend through 4th of July. So, your neurologist says that because they want to keep Big Pharma happy and everybody drugged up on gabapentin and Lyrica and other things like that. What was giving you double vision? See, I can't take Lyrica. I had a bad reaction to it years ago, and I just refuse to take gabapentin because it's extremely problematic. Oh, I am so sorry, Julia. I'm on permanent disability for a multitude of health issues. Oh, see, now MS is different. MS attacks the myelin sheath and it can't heal from it. But I did hear that they have found, was it bee venom, helps with slowing it down, if not restoring some of the signal. Currently in my car, but not really. But when I try to sleep, I go someplace that I'm more private. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have enough money for another night, so I left the hotel. It's kind of how it works. Oh, come on. Ah, here we go again. Aha! There she is. And now I gotta get the seat back up again. Ah. When before I got the trailer that I lived in for 6 years, I was in a little RV at a different uh, trailer park. It was the sister park to the one I was living in more recently. And the bed got destroyed like the first month I was there from a improperly installed air conditioner unit. We had a big storm, and since he didn't seal it off, he just put a couple pieces of wood to hold it in place. And the rain came in like this, and it was December, and it soaked down the bed, freezing cold water. I woke up to my feet soaking. I was not a happy camper, and the mattress was destroyed by it. So rather than give me a new mattress, I just slept on the open out sofa in the main section of the mobile home, or the little RV. And I slept on that for about 15 months, 16 months. Yeah, I'm not doing Instacart. Instacart does Publix, and Publix will not let me go in and shop with Heimdall. Publix are assholes. I'm not a big fan of Publix. I never have been. My mom didn't shop Publix. We shopped cash and carry, and before that it was Albertsons. Yeah, Winn-Dixie's been bought out by Aldi though, so I liked Albertsons. I worked for Albertsons back in the day. I worked for Cash and Carry back in the day. That was my second job in high school. The first was a little restaurant, mom and pop, and then I worked at Cash and Carry until the third down assistant manager ripped off my drawer and then tried to blame it on me. I miss Lucky's Market. I love shopping Lucky's Market. It's kind of Whole Foods on a smaller scale and better price. Come on, air. Need air. No, Lucky's was a chain. There was um I want to say Earth something or other. Wasn't Earth Origins? That's the health food store that went in where Cash and Carry used to be on Central Avenue. The one I worked at in high school. It's now like a nature's store, a health food store. Um, there was Lucky's Market and there was something Earth, and they were almost identical. They very same um, setup, and they both grew too fast and collapsed. Um, they ended up closing all of their stores at the same time. Where else would I be? Earth Fair. That's it. Thank you. Yay! Somebody knew what I was trying to stumble out. No, I'm not traveling. I'm homeless. So sleeping in my car is um, just part of life. I like that when my doctor called me tonight, she was like, I couldn't really talk with you about the fact that you're homeless when you came into the office Wednesday because, yeah, we're on a tight schedule. She says, tell me what's happening and what's going on. She was so nice. I really love my doctor. Instacart gives you, it's very similar to DoorDash in that you turn on the app and jobs pop up and you can accept or decline. But every time you decline a job, your rating goes down. All of those companies, when you decline a job, your rating goes down. I'll never do Uber again. Uber Eats about killed me. No, I'm evidently her first patient who's going through this. So, okay, that was kind of cool. Well, it's a moot point. I'm not doing Instacart anyway. Oh, let me just clarify something. I'm sure at least one of the trolls is in here. When I say I'm buying a lottery ticket, it's with money I earned from driving somebody because it's cash. You can't buy a lottery ticket with a credit or debit card. It has to be cash. So the person who keeps saying people must really feel lousy that she's spending their money on lottery tickets. No, I'm spending my money on lottery tickets that I earned driving people. Yeah. And the reason I haven't gotten a lottery ticket lately is I haven't driven. Well, I have, but Michael hasn't paid me. So, Michael hasn't. Because there's a big, huge fucking shortage on it. Teresa, have you ever looked at public housing? 3-year waiting list. Minimum. Cheesy Louise. Oh, big, beautiful baby. Somebody's walking a pit bull. I'm not at Wawa's. I'm sitting in a parking lot elsewhere. And people are walking their dogs and stuff nearby. All right. Stop. Stop. You are not big and bad. Oh, the look I just got for saying he's not big and bad. There is such a disparity of the amount of people who are without a home in my age group, and we have to wait 3 years to get a place. Oh, he has a whole conversation of barks. You're fine. He's not going to come play with you, especially not when you're talking like that. Duchess, I'm sure. I'm not going to a shelter. Just not. The two that I could, hell no. One is underneath the interstate, and it's like druggy central. When you drive by it, all you see is bicycle, 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 bags of stuff, and people sitting around smoking and looking stoned of one variation or other. And the other one is part of the jail system. So, yeah, the shelters are full too, exactly. If I went to um, Pinellas Hope, I'd end up in the tent city section because you start out in tent city and you work your way into one of the little, it's not a cottage. Whoever the fuck thinks they're cottages, they're fucking shipping containers converted into little rooms, 4 per container. They're like 6 foot wide by 10 foot deep. A bed, a shelving unit, and one plug-in so that you can charge your phone. You're not allowed to have fans. You're not allowed to have extra heaters in the wintertime. You're not allowed to bring in extra blankets or pillows. And it's a basic cot. You can't supplement the mattress. When my friend Mark was in there, he'd had several strokes. He could barely feel his feet. He walked with a cane. 6'5" man. He was not small. And he was miserable. Plus, the food that they have, it's not um it's not a kitchen that you can buy your own food and cook. It's donations, and it's usually like turkey and ham sandwiches and stuff like that. Allergic to turkey and won't eat ham. So I wouldn't even be able to get the food. Lori, a bed would be lovely. A cot would kill you because you're feeling the framework. Gabby, when you're allergic to the fucking stuff, it's not better than starving. I mean, okay, give me a turkey sandwich and then take me straight to the hospital. Because that's what's going to happen. Yes, cots plus an air mattress to go on top of the cot to make it comfortable. But they won't allow you to bring an air mattress or extra mattress pad or anything else for the cots at the shelter. That's what I'm saying. people are just purposefully ignorant comments. I'm not in Tampa. I'm in Pinellas County, St. Petersburg. Get it right. I hate Tampa. I don't eat ham. I've never been able to eat ham. As a child, it's like just it it's the salt and the texture. I've never been able to eat ham. As a child, it's like just it it's the salt and the texture. It's the salt and the texture. Call me while I'm in the middle of a live at 1:54 in the morning, but yeah. I love chicken, white meat of chicken. I cannot eat the dark meat. I grew up in St. Pete. I am a St. Pete girl, and that's that. Casey, you've asked that question 20 times. I'm in my car. I'm as safe as it can possibly be being in your car. Look, sorry about that. There are parts of Tampa that are okay. When you get up North Dale Mabry area, there's some nice places. North Dale Mabry, not down where all the topless bars. Strip Club Central right in one section there. And then the other end of Dale Mabry is the MacDill Air Force Base. Sorry, Casey, I'm sorry. Uh, I'm being rage baited tonight, and it's I my feet hurt because I'm having to sit up in a seat instead of lay down on a bed, and it's making them swell and twitch and making me very irritable. Near what racetrack? The thing I hate about peripheral neuropathy is you constantly feel like you gotta move your feet. They constantly want to move. And when you're actually laying down, if your ankles touch, it's like 30 seconds you start having pain in one foot or the other. No, you're not. You just sadly was mixing in with the rage baiters. See, my left leg, I've had the neuropathy in it since the fall in 96 because I had so much muscle and deep tissue damage. So I've had like restless leg syndrome and stuff since then. Compression fracturing 5 vertebrae didn't help either. So, oh, I don't know, Lila. Maybe because they kept raising the fucking lot rent and my income kept going down in comparison. It shouldn't be lagging. I have all four bars. There's a bar, wire over there. Bumpy, you're in the pretty part of Florida. I have a really good author friend who lives down in Naples. Do you read Luca not Luca Bumpy? I will get it right in about 50 years. I don't know. Um do you read science fiction at all? Yeah, let's just say Bumpy, I was about to say something completely wrong because dyslexia of the tongue was saying you're not into science fiction. Easy read guy. Um, Ben Bova, who writes science fiction, actually consulted with NASA on the Mars project for years. Lives in Naples. Oh, John Grisham is not easy read. John Grisham is hot tension, but yeah, he's good. You might like my aunt's book, um, the one that she wrote that's set in South Florida. Uh, Part of it's in the Everglades, and I gotta remember the name of it. This is the aunt who just passed away. Um, oh dear, I can't remember the name of it. No, I don't have a P.O. box yet. I'm working on it. Her name is P period M period Hoon, Hoon. And if you look her up on Amazon, it's yeah, gone. Uh, well, this book, it's a like a PI mystery, and a big piece of it is set in the Everglades with a native population, and there's a little bit of cannibalism, and it's a really tense read. And then her other books are set between Texas and I think Montana, and between two brothers who there's like a family falling out, and one is like an oil tycoon in Texas, and the other one is a rancher but very successful in like Montana or something. And it's their children or grandchildren that finally brings the family back together. Sorry, Sarah, it's moving too fast for me to keep up. Uh, I see, ma'am. Now, I'm currently kind of somewhere in between living in the car and hotel rooms when I can afford them. I don't have a home. The name, if you're wanting to know the name of um, the author I'm talking about, it's my ex-husband's aunt that when I divorced him, I kept her. Joke in the family. and she passed away this week. She's the one that I was crying about on Wednesday. That's Aunt Priscilla, and she goes by her pen name is P. Priscilla M. May, so her initials, and Hoon, Hoon, which is her name. She never married, so Hoon was the family name. I'm on, well, Social Security at this point, but I was on disability. Hoon, with an N, not M. Hoon, not soon. Hoon, Hoon. She was the maiden aunt. She was engaged to someone who went to World War II, went into the military, and died over, I think he actually died at Normandy. But because he died and she felt that that was her one true love, she never married. She never dated anybody else. Okay, where I lived, it went from $5.24 a month. Crocodile God, yes, that's the one. That's the one. I think actually David that comes in here got it and read it. We're really having fun with the firecrackers. Um, it became Social Security when I turned uh, 55 or 65. So 65. It stopped saying um, disability on my whatever you call it. I don't get a check. It's direct deposited, but you know what I mean. Okay, and what I was saying, the park that I lived in, it was $5.24 a month, and it included water, sewage, and garbage pickup. That was it, because they they had their own pump for the water, um, and they didn't have their own sewage, but it was a park wide thing. And the garbage was four dumpsters at the back of the park. So, and they picked up twice a week. Um, and it started out at $5.24 a month, and by the time I left, it was $9.50 a month. It went up $60+ every year, and my Social Security went up somewhere between 20 and 30 every year. So you could see the distance between what I was getting and what I was paying um, actually kept getting closer and closer, because uh, it what I was paying was getting closer to the total of what I was getting. So, and then I lost the annuity that had been left to me from mom, because that ended after 10 years. So $182 a month doesn't seem like much until you're not getting it. And then it makes a big difference. Exactly. And a lot of them got defunded. Oh, our governor just was real happy when Trump started defunding things all over the place with Elon Musk and everybody else to help them. Yes, and that's what has a 3-year waiting list. No, I was not in the military long enough to get any of that. I was in just long enough that I had a honorable discharge paper, and that was what they used to verify my name for my driver's license. And the girl put veteran on my driver's license, even though technically I'm not a veteran because I didn't go into anything other than getting to the base and getting sick and waiting to go home. So bless you for doing that, Kasba. My family are all saying you're on your own. And I haven't asked my my half sister in Tennessee is in pretty much the same boat I am. Our lives parallel in so many ways. It's just scary. Nature versus nurture just is like bong 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 very apparent between the two of us because our lives are paralleling just completely. My half sister down here, our lives are similar but not parallel. And she's got two teenage daughters still at home. One of them's like 14, just turned 15 maybe. No, yeah, 14 just turned 15. So needless to say, she's very teenage hormonal. I'm not putting my troubles on my poor sister. That's not fair to her. That is the smartest thing to do. If I had known that I was going to lose my home the way I did, I would have been putting myself on the list. And I did not have enough of a foreshadowing to really um, get it. Uh, I have a half sister from my mother's side and a half sister from my father's side. Um, my birth parents. So in a way, yes. In a way, no. Am I trapped in my car? No, I can get out of the car and walk around it and go in buildings and do all kinds of other stuff. Am I stuck living in my car if I can't afford a hotel room at the time? Yes. The friend, everybody is like all over me about Connie offering me a place to stay. And yes, because her husband passed away, there is an extra bed. But that's 4 adults already there with 2 bathrooms. And 3 of the 4 adults have very strong personality types. And the fourth one is a lovely woman who does not know boundaries. She's she's a little on the different side. Anthony, I didn't get one from you. I was expecting you to send me one because I don't remember uh, who says things to me, so I don't remember the names. They have to send me a DM so that I can then connect. I mean, look at it, 293 people in the room right now, and things are flying by fast. he works at the Vinoy, and he said they had I think a scooter chair at the Vinoy that I could use, not a wheelchair. But anyway, um, I'd like to be able to go to Pride. I don't know that I would, because I don't know that I could take the heat for the entire day outdoors, and I'm afraid the crowds would make me um, very reactive, uh, scared. Anxious. Yes, that's a good word for it. I was trying to say it in a way that didn't sound like a total something. I used to be comfortable in crowds, and then COVID happened, and now I get absolutely paranoid when I'm in a huge crowd. I do not do Lyft because I don't have my Kia Soul. I am in a 2014 Jeep Compass that, in the infinite wisdom of the manufacturers, they made the freaking gear shift automatic and manual at the same freaking time. You're supposed to knock it to the side to kick it into manual, but it doesn't take the knock to the side. It just decides all of a sudden we're going to go manual, and I suddenly, the engine revs high, and the car slows down, and it starts going jerk, 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 jerk. Can you imagine trying to keep a 5-star rating while your car is doing that? Yeah, it's been doing that to me all freaking day today. It's like I'm driving along perfectly fine, and all of a sudden, I'm not getting on the interstate. No way in hell am I trying to get on the interstate until that little number quits. I've got to have somebody look at it and find out if it's just low on transmission fluid, or if the gear shift is gotten loose or something. Oh, that would kill me. I would get out of the car and kick it to the curb. Oh, well, and that's the other thing. This stupid floor mat doesn't stay put. It's got a clip at the back, and it's hooked to the clip, but the whole thing turns sideways when I get into the car. Yeah, this one was a gift. My Kia Soul died. This was a gift, but holy smoke balls, this thing's got to go. I need something better, something that actually runs and doesn't suck through gas like a, you know, camel. So the fan's helping me that much. Yeah, yes, it is. Honestly, now that I know that that engine problem is systemic with all Kia Souls. I wouldn't want another one. Much as I love the car, and oh my God, it was the most comfortable car to drive when it worked. When it didn't work, it was pretty much just a comfortable brick. But it is. It's super easy to get in and out of. It was super comfortable to drive. Had amazing headroom and leg room in the back seat for I had several tall friends and they were amazed at how much room there was. But when that engine went, it went. It wasn't just a slow thing. It was like we're driving, we're driving, we're driving. Check engine light. Died. So I loved that Kia Soul right up until the point that it died on me twice. 2023, because it only had 48,000 miles on it, was well within warranty. They gave me a new engine for free. My first one was the Alien Green, and that was when I was leasing through Lyft's program, Hertz Rent a Car, and I had a green one, a like a dark gray with a brown undertone. Um, that was the second one. The third one was bright red with black trim, and the fourth one was silver gray. And I thought it was ironic that the car I ended up buying was the same light silver gray that the one I drove last was. So mine was the model that had the electric front seat, so I could adjust everything with buttons instead of having to get out, pump it up, sit down, nope, not right, get out, pump it up, sit down, nope, not right, get out, pump it up. Oh crap, now I've got it too high, a little bit out. Now it's wrong again, and yeah, I hated that about the front seat. And the electric one was just marvelous. Um, and the second time the engine died, the car had just reached 104,000 miles. So I was 4,000 miles over the warranty. And they said $8,000 for a new engine. And I looked at them and went, ha 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 ha. Because, yeah, I'd just been evicted from my home 3 weeks beforehand. So, anyhow, yeah, I think the reason they wouldn't is because it was the second time, and giving me two free engines, I don't think they would have done it. It was also going to need like a front end alignment and transmission tune up, and because I'd driven it for 6 years and it had just gone over 100,000 miles, so things were getting ready to go. Sad to say. I've been married before. Oh, she's funny. Yes, that was the reason I fell in love with the Soul. That ad was the most clever bit of advertising I ever saw. Not that the ad was the thing that sold me, it was the cleverness that caught my eye. And then I went and test drove it. And the first ones I said, rides like a truck. And the next year they got a little more comfortable seating. And I said, back end is a little too short. I kept going down and test driving them at Colonial Heights. And then I moved to Florida and I quit doing that. But I know that my input was used for each year's upgrade. So it was super clever. And the other ad that I loved was the Geico ad with the caveman. And Geico's advertising agency was in Richmond and then Virginia Beach. They moved it, but and then you had the who's it was another auto insurance company. Um, did the piggy. This little piggy went wee 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 all the way home, and it shows the little pig leaning out the window with the two pinwheels going wee 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 wee. Thank you. No, I have not gotten any sleep. I really need to. Trying to think of if I got one night, basically from now until morning in a hotel room, would I absolutely have to carry in? So I'm not taking every single bag that I've been carrying in and out. I need a change of clothes, my shampoo and shower stuff, and my pill bag, and Heimdall's food. And I've actually got the food in his dish. All I have to do is carry the dish in. So I don't know what the deposit's going to be. That's the problem. Every hotel has a deposit. You go and you sign up for it on Priceline or one of the hotel chain apps, and they don't tell you that you have a deposit when you walk in the door. Nancy, to get my freaking feet up off the floor and my legs to stop hurting, and to get out of this ever loving fucking heat. It is 81 degrees and so humid I could cut it with a knife right now. If I had a credit card, don't you think I would be? I mean, come on, think about that one for a moment. Oh, geez. Nobody, but it was a delightful offer. Yes, of course. Yes, it is. No, I've got some ideas for cool car stuff. I don't have the cool car stuff. I need the fan that has the ice and mist for the car, and I need the window ones for the daytime that are solar powered. You're right. It is no joke. Um, I have one on Amazon, but I really need to update it for current situation. I wish they'd allow us to do one on TikTok because it would save everybody money getting through TikTok Shop, but it doesn't allow us to do that. I am going to get a P.O. box at, somebody told me get it at a UPS store because you can get a physical address for packages through the UPS store. And basically, it's delivered to the UPS store. So, you know, people who make those comments about helping yourself, people will help you if you're helping yourself. What you don't see is what I am doing when I'm not on fucking line. I spent the day today at the um, place for getting the food stamps and Medicaid taken care of because that ended and I needed to get it renewed and I needed to, when the paperwork came in, I was only getting $24 a month on food stamps, which wasn't right. So I had to go and take a whole bunch of paperwork to get it fixed. And I've got the paperwork for a place in South St. Pete that has a waiting list. But I need help with it because there's some sections that I don't understand. Um, Mostly because I've never had to deal with being fucking homeless like this before. What's happening with oh, wow. Okay, I dozed off. No, I didn't know I was going to be homeless 8 months ago. I go see a retinal specialist tomorrow, hopefully. I got to call them and hopefully I can get an appointment. It's not something you can just walk in and go, "Hey, I'm homeless." And they go, "Well, here's a place to live and we got you covered." It's not like that. It's you call one agency after another agency after another agency. You get voicemails and no callbacks and and disappointment and letdown and 211 leaving you on hold for 3.5 freaking hours. It is exhausting, Chloe, which is why I get aggravated and annoyed and start, questioning why people can't just, use a little fucking common sense. They all go over to that stupid group and they see the lies that are being told about me and they go, oh, well, that explains everything. She's a grifter. She's a con artist. She's a this. She's a that. She's the other. They're listening to the person who I thought was my fucking best friend tell lies. Massive, humongo lies. I do not have my Kia Soul anymore. I do not have my Lyft sign in my car anymore because I'm not driving Lyft anymore. And she told everybody on the Reddit site that I was stalking the park and causing havoc, and they saw me in there with my pink Lyft sign as if that was going to get me out of trouble. And they had reported me to the police, and the police were looking for me. I'm not driving the Kia Soul anymore. I don't have the Lyft sign. And I hadn't even left the fucking hotel room that entire day. I thought I was going to go to Sue's, but I didn't. I didn't go anywhere that day. Mostly because right after I got off the live and saying that I was heading to Sue's, somebody messaged one of my friends a DM that said, when Rose goes live tonight, it'll be the end. They've been calling wherever I'm staying and trying to get me thrown out. They've been calling ahead at like Planet Fitnesses and bad mouthing me. They've been doing all these things, and I'm the one who's supposed to be the horrible con artist and evil person. And oh my God, I'm sorry. Who is slandering the other person every single chance they get? Melanie, I didn't leave the fucking hotel. I have not been back in the park since I moved out, other than one day when Karen said, you have a package here. And I said, but you told me I'd be trespassed. She said, pull up to the office. I will bring it out to you. Don't get out of your car. Fine. I pulled up to the office. She handed me the package. I said, thank you. Have a nice day. And I left. And that is the only time I've been back to the park since I left. Have I been to Sawgrass Lake Park across the highway and, well, across 62nd Street or Avenue and 6 blocks away? Yes, because it's my favorite park in the area. It's beautiful. It's shady. It's cooler there. It's nice. Why wouldn't I go there to get out of the heat? Well, she didn't get a license plate tag, so there's nothing. She was saying that my pink sign was in my window. It hasn't been in the window since the Kia Soul was gone. It's in a box in my storage shed and has been since February. He's always with me. Oh, and she made a big post. I did see this one because I did go and look the other day. She made a big post saying that they're not making any money off of what they're doing. Bullshit. They won an award for the song they made about me, and they've made a new one. So, cheap campers, I should send you a DM for what? Yeah, you know those because it got so many views. They used AI to create it too. Hey, Connie. Whoa, my screen just blipped. That was weird. I'm warm, Connie. I'm contemplating getting a hotel room tonight. I know you offered me to come stay there, but there's already 4 adults there and 2 bathrooms, and you know I'm a bathroom hog. I just can't do it. I need to have a bathroom that's mine. Never let him see you sweat. As I sit here in Florida, in the Florida heat, where you do nothing but sweat. I love you dearly, Connie, but it would be uncomfortable for me to be with that many people. Oh, Mel, uh, right now I'm sleeping in the car. I drive over to Wawa's nice big clean bathroom. Too much, which is why I'm trying not to stay in the hotel too often. But it's hotter than Satan's balls tonight. The humidity is really bad. Yeah, mostly south side. No, I don't have a home of my own. I did until January. I don't know what that is, Connie. I'll have to you'll have to tell me about it. I got to go see an eye doctor tomorrow because I was starting to get lightning bolts in this eye, and then I've got a floater which isn't showing up now that it's dark out, but during the day it was like, it looked like, the wings on termites when they fall off, those little lacy clear wings. It looked like one of those was floating in my eye. So tomorrow's task is going to see a retinologist. Okay, Connie. Why are you not coming up on my list? Huh. There.
Hi, how are you? Hello?
For those who don't know, Connie and I went to high school together. We've known each other for almost 50 years now.
Okay, I wanted to let you know I did some investigation because I did some for myself.
And Connie, I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on.
Is your
Can you
mic
hear?
on?
Hold on, let me put my earplug in. I took my earplugs out. I was going to lay down, but I decided to fumble around on TikTok for a while. You know how that goes.
I know she's talking, but nothing's coming through on my end.
Hold on.
Okay. Try talking now.
Hello? Shit.
Nope.
Give me a minute.
I keep freezing up.
Hello?
I've got all 4 bars and
Hello?
my signal says green.
Hello? Hello? I had to hook up my earbuds. My earbuds wasn't coming on. That's why you couldn't hear me. My earbud wasn't coming on.
Oh,
Okay, listen. You said the other day, let's start from the beginning. You
hang
said
on.
the other day
No,
that, what no? What no? What? Hello?
there we go.
Okay.
My speaker was turned down.
Alright, let's start from the beginning. You showed me the paperwork that stated that you were honorably discharged from the military in 78 before you graduated from high school. So apparently you were
No,
doing
after I
something.
graduated from high school.
Oh, you graduated in 78. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I forgot. In
Yeah,
July. Okay, in
yeah.
July is when you got this discharge thing. Now, did you do that when you were at school? In school? Did you work
I
that program while you were in school?
yes, I started
Okay, that
in
was the beginning.
77.
Okay, that was the beginning of what I believe was ROTC. I talked to my brother who graduated in 72 or 75, and he said there wasn't anything available as far as military went at St. Pete Catholic. But they were starting to begin to, you know, get things rolling with that.
Do you
By the time
remember
I got there,
Connie and the twins?
Vicky and Vicky and
No,
I
not the Carafa
Vivian,
twins. No, not the
oh,
Carafa twins. The other
Jackie
twins,
and Joanne Rulo.
Jackie and Joanne Rulo. Yes. Okay, Jackie and Joanne were in or one of them was in ROTC.
That would be Joanne.
Joanne. Okay.
Okay, well, as far as I knew, there wasn't an ROTC available at St. Pete Catholic. Okay, because I
Uh-huh.
would have joined. I would have been part of the ROTC because I had already signed up by the middle of my senior year to go active duty in September. So before I even graduated from high school, I knew where I was going. even though I
I
had three colleges I could have gone to. But anyway, that's not what I talked about. I want to tell you about where you can go and you can live, okay? What they could do for you possibly. There's a program under HUD because you said that you have this form and you have the paper, right? And you have on your ID for Florida that states you're a veteran. And you
right,
utilize that at different things. You are now possibly, you can fill out this form, it's called through VASH, VASH. And they push you through quicker to go through the HUD system. So they can find a place for you
okay,
through HUD, okay? Because since you are VA, you may as well go ahead and get your information you need to get that you said you couldn't find. Remember? Said there was a
yeah,
form you didn't have. Okay, get that form. Make sure you have it so that if HUD needs it, which they're going to need it, they're going to have to see your DD-214, honorable
right,
discharge. Okay, and as soon as they see that, and you're going to be able to hopefully find a place and get under HUD. I'm going to
oh, that,
try.
do you need a ride to go sign up?
No, my son or my brother can drive me. I have two cars.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate it.
I figured we could kill two birds with one stone and both of us go together.
No, my son wants to go with me. Daniel will
Okay,
go with me. He won't let me go anywhere because he wants to make sure that everything's going to be covered. And if I buy a home, if I decide per se, if I don't go the HUD journey, and he looks at it
yeah,
and I look at it and we decide it's not the way to go, we may go ahead and just buy a home because eventually when I'm gone, he's going to have the home in his name because he rightfully deserves it. Of all the
right.
times he's taken care of everything for everybody.
Oh, good Lord,
So,
yes. Danny
yeah.
has been your rock, your
Yeah, everybody's, except his
yeah,
siblings, he veered away from them a while ago. Except for
yeah,
the one down here, Dominic. Him and Dominic are getting closer. And him and Shandell, they talk, they're civil. It's just they're older.
yeah,
I mean, they're 12 years
yeah,
apart. I
yeah.
mean, there's such a
It's
difference.
it's like Jim and Joe with me. They're 6 and 8 years older, and it's
Yeah,
they were off to college when I was still in grade school. So
there you go. Shandell was graduating from high school the year Danny started kindergarten.
yeah. Well, Jim, by the time I was in fourth grade, Jim was in college.
Oh, boy.
So
Listen, aren't there places here that you can go have like, I know there's motels that they had up in Delaware even. And they have in other places where they give people passes. They give you like a pass so you could stay there.
um,
I mean,
uh,
or they give you a cut rate. Like they tell you, okay, if you
yeah,
stay here, Monday through Sunday, you can pay X amount of dollars versus paying each individual day.
yeah, extended stays.
Yeah,
There are about four extended stays here, and two of them that are close by,
yeah.
drug deals.
Oh, that's
I
bad.
I
Okay,
see
well,
I see
there's
cop cars
there's
in the parking lot all the time.
okay. Well, there's other places that also have where they have a little efficiency in there. So they have a
Yeah,
refrigerator, they have the sink, things like that that you could use, and you just would bring your little appliances that you have, your little
yeah,
frying stuffs and all that, because they have
yeah.
plenty of counter space.
Well,
And I've seen.
I was doing that at La Quinta, and then they said, "Oh no, we have a policy. You can't do that."
Oh, that's bullshit. That's just fucked up. Excuse me, I'm sorry for my French.
No,
I'm
I
getting aggravated
agree.
with everything that's going
I
on in our
I
country and all
agree.
the different disasters and people trying to scrape together their lives, and watching their homes like either go into a river or fall apart from a hurricane or, watch some kind of mountain come walling down their home and running it over.
Yeah,
Can I keep going? Should I keep going? I
yeah.
mean, all
Oh, hey,
the
the earthquake around Cuba that's caused shockwaves in Florida. Florida having
I know.
shockwaves.
We had
You know,
6.1. We had
yeah,
6.1 on the Richter. It was the first in ever in Florida, a
yeah,
6.1. And it bounced. It went from Miami, it went over to the left, then it went back over to the right, then it went over to the left to us, then it went back over to the right to what do you call it, beach? The beach that what's her face is at, my friend. The big beach, Daytona Beach. And then it went
Daytona.
up
Yeah.
further into I think it went to Jacksonville, but I'm not sure. I didn't think it hit anywhere near Panama City, but I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
the eastern coast got hit too. They got hit by some hurricane things, and that came from when they were talking about the Atlantic. Remember, they were talking about the Bowie system and
Yep.
how he shouldn't be taking that apart. Well, he's
Yep.
taking it apart, and now this is where people are
It's
finally seeing what's going on.
because he doesn't want us to be protected and safe.
Well, I don't know. I know you've been in your car all day, but I will tell you one thing he did. He said on public television, right in front of everybody, I guess I should let everybody know, we've been stealing gallons and gallons and millions of dollars worth of oil from Iran this whole time at night.
Oh, I'd believe it. Because he's as crooked as the day is long.
And then they found out that they, in 2025, had a secret meeting in the, not the Oval Office, but the other room, this secured room,
Yeah,
I forget what they
the
call it.
war room.
Yeah, the warm, whatever. And they had a meeting in there, and with all those people that needed to be there, and they're trying to figure out a way to get Trump out of the e-files, figure out a way to worm him out. So they got Tucker Carlson and asked him at the time when Tucker was talking bad about everybody else and he liked Trump, and they asked Tucker Carlson if he would interview Ghislaine Maxwell and tell her to say everything, that he wasn't in it and all this other stuff. And Tucker Carlson said, "No, I won't do it." And that's
Well,
when
of
he broke
course not,
ties.
because there's hundreds and hundreds
Uh
of
huh.
pictures showing him
Yeah.
on the plane with
Yeah.
them and stuff.
Yeah. When he started that was when the stuff started coming out.
I
That's when
know.
Tucker Carlson really woke up and smelled the coffee and was like, "This guy's a douchebag. Like he's disgusting." And then Ivanka wants to get that island, which she at first they said the prime minister said she could buy it, and he manipulated some of their laws. Well, the people are doing an uprising because that
Good.
underneath there it's equipped to have people stay under there. It's got tanks, it's got army stuff, it's got pew pews, it's got
Yeah.
bombs, it's got all kind of stuff on there. You on a luxury island, planked on the top of that, and it takes one of those things to implode by accident. You ain't gonna have no
Yeah.
luxury island anymore.
Yeah. A little crater in the sea.
Your little Mediterranean dream is gonna turn out like you said, a little crater in the sea.
Yep.
It's crazy. What do you want to buy a night? You know why they want to buy it? Because that is the strip that goes between Italy and Armenia. And if they were able to have that, they would be in charge of that strip of water right there that's almost like a throwaway for ships to go
Yeah.
back and forth.
Well, it's like he wanted Greenland.
Oh shit, I know. He didn't say anything.
I thought it was hysterical when Canada said, "Fine, you want to fuck with us? We'll just block you from sending any cargo airplanes over us to reach the other side."
Right. And then when people say to me, "But this isn't right. These people aren't helping us. We go to their help, all their aid." Now, listen, hear me out before you say something. They say, "You don't get it. They don't help us. They just sit around. They watch us. They hear about the problems we go through. But when they have a problem, we go over there and we help them." I'm like, they're watching us do this. They're seeing that we're doing a very good job of what we're doing. We're handling this quite well. I mean, under the circumstances, the Democrats should have voted to take them down.
Yeah.
I'm gritting my teeth. I'm gritting my teeth while I'm saying this.
Have you noticed every single time the Epstein files comes up, he diverts from it by there's an assassination attempt.
Yeah. He's done this whole time. And then he wants to take away, what's his name, got caught on a secret mic, or a mic, whatever they call it, what kind of mic they call it. He got, of us dropping Social Security come next year. Yep. Yeah, I'm not kidding. People don't understand. I've been saying this for years, and it's been falling on deaf ears. I've been saying they're going to control us with the media. They're going to tell us what to do. They're going to it's going to take one flick of a switch and everything's turned off. We're all
Yep.
interconnected with each other. And they're like, no, we'll get to that. You're crazy. Man. Well, back then, I could understand them looking at me like I was talking from a Martian's point of view. You know? I mean, did you hear me?
I did. I'm sitting here going, uh-huh.
You know, like, really? I mean, come on.
Yep.
There, and then the 10 billionaires. There's 10 billionaires. And they can't help?
Yeah.
They can't invest their money in something towards helping America or helping even their countries that they come from? They can't do that? With all the money they've got?
I think that the one that just impressed the flippin' daylights out of me is the Canadian billionaire that when he retired, he took his money and he built a tiny village for homeless people.
Awesome.
Yep. It was like 400 acres or something.
Well, you see what that actor does. What's his name? He wears a beard. Keanu Reeves. He gives the majority of his money is given away.
Of course.
Majority. He lives very simple.
Yeah.
Not extravagant at all. And if you do see him on a trip, it might be once in a blue moon, I think, so he can just recharge.
Yeah.
So he can get away and recharge, you know, his body, mind, and soul. And, you know, then he gets back into what he does best.
Yep.
But,
look at Ashton Kutcher, exact opposite.
Yeah, I don't know about him. Him and his wife kind of seem to be lying low. Especially after that ordeal that happened with their co-actor. I don't think they expected that. She was young. She was very young. Now hear me out. She was very young.
I didn't know what happened.
She lied about, hear me out, I'm to tell you. She was very young. She lied about her age. She was supposed to be already over 18, but she was really like 16. She got the job. She kept the job. Now, this other guy was on the studio, you know, and he was the other friend or whatever, and we don't know what went on behind closed doors.
Right.
If he was, you know, once won, always won. You know where I'm coming from? Once they get the vibes, they have them vibes. So we don't know if that did. I would assume if it did, she would have already said something by now. I don't think Liz Kunis seems to be the one to keep her mouth shut. Friend or no friend. Because she's got kids. And Ashton Kutcher is not happy with him. They don't speak anymore.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher has his own demons.
Well, you know, he's on the Shark Tank. He's one of the sharks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's got his own demons, like I said. He was married to Debbie Moore. He raised her. He helped her raise her.
My live just got flagged for misinformation. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued.
Why?
It said I'm saying my live does not contain the content mentioned in the notice. Oh, guest violation warning. A guest in your live has violated our misinformation policy.
What did I say? Any guest. It doesn't have to be a box guest. It could be a comment guest.
No, it says violation by CJ Bonanno Selby. So
violation.
It's because you're talking about Trump and they don't let people. Yeah.
All right. Is it a 10-minute warning thingy or whatever it is?
No, it says should I remove you or not.
It says that?
Yeah. Yeah,
It gives you a choice.
Yeah, we're going to drop the politics. We won't talk about that for any longer.
Yeah.
But
a violation is different than a restriction.
Well, it said my live could be ended for 3 days or
if
7
it's done again.
Yeah.
If it's done again. Yeah.
So
So anyway, my brother told me he went down driving down Treasure Island Causeway, and he said he looked to the left and he only saw one house standing.
Yeah, I went out to Isla Capri to see if Nino was still in his house, and it's boarded up and has no trespassing signs on it. It looks like it is definitely worse for wear from the hurricane.
Yeah, everybody's got it bad.
Yeah. I think they went, I think because his mom had Alzheimer's, I think he took her up to Boston, up to Somerville,
Mm,
where his family, Did you ever
yeah.
hear what happened with his family?
Who?
When his dad, Nino Alessandroni,
Yeah, what?
when his dad passed away, he found he found out that the people up in Massachusetts that he thought were his cousins were really his half brothers and sisters.
Huh?
They inherited all the money, and he and his mom got left all the bills.
How'd that happen?
His dad got a pardon from the Pope to divorce his first wife and married Nino's mom.
So who got the bills? They did?
Yeah, Nino
And
and his
Nino
mom
got the
got left.
money?
No, Nino and his mom got stuck with the bills, and the first family got the inheritance
How
because
did
his
they get
dad
the
never changed his
inheritance?
will.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Not a good thing.
yeah,
That's when you get into situations like that. Let me tell you, I've dealt with it with David's parents. I don't feel like talking about it. It's a long story.
I know.
I could write a
There,
book about it. I swear I could write a book about it.
Dave's
Night.
older sister.
No, I could write a book from the time I was 19 years old till the time they passed. Everything
Yeah,
was said and done with his sister, too. If
yeah,
I wrote a book, I'd probably make a mint.
probably.
I mean, it's the most mind-boggling. It's like Alice in Wonderland gone crack on crack. And Alice in Wonderland gone crazy eating crackers.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyhow, I think I'm going to let you go. It's 3 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I love you. I
I
will
love
talk
you
to you
too.
later.
All
All
right.
right. Bye-bye.
Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to find out whether or not I can get a room. I don't know if I've got enough for the deposit, but we'll see what happens because it's just too bloody hot. And I don't want to sit up all night in like a Waffle House or something. Been there, done that. Really don't want the t-shirt. I'm not going to sleep as it is if I don't get into a bed in air conditioning because it's so freaking hot. Ugh. I was using his Nerf ball to roll my feet over to reduce the neuropathy some. It helped a little. Not a lot, but a little. Okay. Le fan is off. Ooh. Yeah. Actually, that floater I think is gone. No, I didn't already get a room. I'm going to go and look at the website and see what. I will not take gabapentin. Thank you very much. It's not a fix, it's a band-aid. And one that doesn't work very long, and it hides the symptoms, so your neuropathy gets much worse, and when the gabapentin quits working, you're in a world of hurt. So, yeah, gabapentin is a Band-Aid. It's not a solution. I know. But I think the lightning bolt ended too, because I'm rolling my eye around and I'm not getting that lightning bolt. Tony, next time. Right now, I want to get off of here and get some rest one way or another. I'm not showing where I am. Anyway, I'm going bye-bye. Night all.